calculator, find the measure of the angle in degrees and round to 3 places. So we have a right triangle and we have an angle theta. So first thing we want to do is label the sides of our triangle with hypotenuse. Here's the opposite side and the adjacent side. Alright, so we are given the opposite side and the adjacent side. So we ask ourselves, well, which trig function uses opposite and adjacent? And opposite and adjacent comes from TOA, so this is our tangent function that will help us out. So we know that tangent of theta equals opposite over adjacent, so 2 over 3. So we're looking for the actual measure of theta, our angle measure. So this is where we use this inverse tangent button on our calculator. Inverse tangent of 2/3. When we punch that into the calculator, that will give us back an angle measure. So let me move this over a second. Unless otherwise stated, we'll go ahead. Well, actually, it says find the measure of the angle in degrees. So always check to make sure that you're in the right mode. I actually happen to be in radians, so let me get out of there. I'm going to degree mode. Get out of there. So you want to make sure you know where these inverse buttons. Inverse tangent, if I push second and then my tangent, that's where this calculator has the inverse tangent. And then 2 divided by 3, close the parentheses. And when we hit enter, we actually are getting back a degree measure. So 33, oh, what did it say? 3 decimal places. 33.690 degrees. That is theta. So again, we just labeled our triangle with the opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent sides, recognized we needed to use tangent, and then did the inverse tangent of that value. Anytime you use these inverse buttons on your calculator, you're getting back an angle measure. So just keep that in mind. You're getting back an actual angle when we use the inverse tangent, or the inverse trig functions, buttons.